Welcome back to Network Root. This is Kickstarter Exploration. In this series I'm going to be looking at specific products on Kickstarter and investigating whether these products are already on sale or if competitors already exist to fill this market niche. We're not just including good and bad products here. The only thing I will filter the products by when choosing them for this series is they must be relevant to technology. The product that we're going to look at today is Hyperdrive Gen 2 Next Generation USB-C Hub, 2 times speed and power. Okay, we're going to need to find out what 2 times speed and power means, because you can only put so much power through a USB port and you can only have so much speed on a USB port. So 4K 60Hz video, okay, that's pretty good. 10 gigabit per second USB 3 Gen 2. Right, so it's just speed of USB-C. 300 megabit per second micro SD card reader. Alright, that's pretty cool. 100 watts USB-C power delivery. That's fine. Again, this is Jesus, 660,000. So people clearly find this worth it. We start off with the video.
Ever since Hyper popularized the usage of USB-C hubs back in 2015, little has changed over the last 5 years.
Wait. So is this a established company then?
Virtually all USB-C hubs in the market today are first-generation hubs with typical connections like 4K 30Hz HDMI, UHS 1 micro SD SD, 5 gigabits per second USB-A, and 60 watts USB-C power delivery. Introducing the next generation of Hyperdrive USB-C hubs with double the speed and power of current hubs.
Okay, so that's what the 2x speed and power means. Not 2 times faster than everybody else, it's 2 times faster than their old product. Maybe a tad misleading, but sure.
We call this Hyperdrive Gen 2, which features UHS 2 micro SD SD, 10 gigabit per second USB-A, 4K 60Hz HDMI, with USB power delivery supporting up to 100 watts. With Gen 2, you get 2 times the video refresh speed on a 4K display, 2 times
Video refresh speed. Did anyone say that? Oh, that just went up. I mean the frames per second. Or frequency. Hertz. 60, not 30. Video refresh speed. That's a new one for me, that.
times transfer speed over USB, 3 times transfer speed for your memory cards, and 2 times the power to charge your computer. Hyperdrive Gen 2 also works perfectly with mobile devices like the iPad Pro, with a long cable to allow the hub to lie flat instead of dangling in midair. With our 6-in-1 Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub, you get the following ports. Need more ports? Try our 12-in-1 Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub, which supports multiple external video displays. There's also a Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub with 18 ports that supports digital.
Okay, that is pretty cool. It's got a coax audio. Stuff you don't usually get on these things. Optical audio. Pretty cool, actually. See a lot of USB 2.0 on there, though. USB-A 10 gigabit. So SD is on the other side.
There's also a
On the other side. So you've got 3 Gen 3. 3 Gen 3 and 2 Gen 2. Thing?
Features UHS 2 Hz HD times the video refresh speed on a 4K display, 2 times transfer speed over USB, 3 times transfer speed for your memory cards, and 2 times the power to charge your computer. Hyperdrive Gen 2.
Wait, 2 times the power to charge a computer? That's not true. That can't be true. I mean, it can in a specific scenario, but okay, a device draws the amount of power it needs, right? Like I've got a 45-watt laptop. It charges about 40 watts or something. Having something capable of delivering 100 watts won't change the rate at which it draws power. I think 85 watts is about the most you end up getting from like thin and light laptops. Unless you have one capable of charging at 100 watts, but I don't know of many. So, and again, like it's not like most other USB. Not like most other USB-C hubs are not capable of charging about 70-80 watts. 70-80 watts is standard. So at best it can do 20% better. Alright, moving.
Power to charge your computer. Hyperdrive Gen 2 also works perfectly with mobile devices like the iPad Pro, with a long cable to allow the hub to lie flat instead of dangling in midair. With our 6-in-1 Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub, you get the following ports. Need more ports? Try our 12-in-1 Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub, which supports multiple external video displays. There's also
Okay, I know I've skipped around the video a bit, but we already seen this.
Also a Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub with 18 ports that supports digital and optical audio.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing this already.
There is a Hyperdrive Gen 2 hub for every device and every task, from tablets to laptops to desktops, from accessing files over any connections to advanced video and audio editing. The Hyperdrive Gen 2 6 ports, 12 ports, and 18 ports is going to retail for $99, $149, and $199 respectively. But you can get them for up to 50% off during our Kickstarter campaign, so pledge now to save big. Hyperdrive Gen 2, the next generation of USB-C hubs, is here.
Alright, so this... I don't want to play it again. Alright, so this is like a prosumer USB-C hub, then. Oh. Seems to be like a fairly good product to me, from first glance at least. I don't see the use case that a lot of the marketing has seen, though. Like, a lot of the marketing here has shown it used tablets. I think this is more like you're not gaming PC. Workstation, desk. You have this on your desk so you can unload your footage. I see the higher end 16-port version probably the best for that kind of a market. On the issue I've got straight away, the fact that this seems to be an established company. Not sure why it's on Kickstarter, but pricing's cheap. I mean, that's the price of I'd expect to be paying for a USB-C hub, around £60-70. Seems fine. We'll be interested to see if these are on sale anywhere else, though, or similar products from them are available somewhere else. Okay, so they don't. Again, ever since we popularized them, I don't know if they specifically popularized them. I think the removal of the ports off the computer popularized them. We had no choice. Okay. Not much I can really say here. I have no reason to doubt anything they're saying. That is good speed for an SD card. Having 4K 60 for a content creator would be important to get out of one of their laptops. 2 times power delivery again. I don't talk about that. Not really a big fan of not having a disconnectable USB-C cable. They could have easily just put a USB-C header on this end. Could have even bought expandable cables so you could have fitted this onto a desk. Yeah, it comes with a long enough cable to work with an iPad Pro. But what if you wanted? What if you was a creator and you wanted to plug this into a computer? Like that amount of cable is not enough to go from underneath a desk or onto a desk upload footage, which I see as probably the best use case for this. Yeah, well, just saying all we've already seen. Sure. Summary, yeah, sure. Mobile devices and tablets. I don't think that's a particularly comfortable use case for this. If you are a content creator out there doing stuff like this, I highly suggest that you unload your footage onto a network drive, then work off that in this form factor. Not risk breaking any of your stuff. That's if you just accidentally pull that out when you're working on files, it could corrupt into laptops and computers. So that makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, see, this is where I imagine it should be. But I just don't see how they could get the cable to reach use case. The proprietary cable, unless you can get an like a off-the-shelf USB extension and it'll work, but not all USB-C cables are the same. Everyone has their own standards. I've not got an issue with how big it is. DS demo, yeah, sure. It's a cool product. I'd say otherwise. And it's fairly well priced, so can't be too mad. Yep, benchmarks. See, this is what a spec should be. Exactly what it is. That's issue. How big it is. That 18-port hub for $100 is really good. Imagine that's all gone now. Even $200, that's not a terrible deal. Get some USB-C hubs online that cost way more than that. Sure. Okay. I'm happy enough with what I've read. We'll check the prices are alright. So it's 46 the Gen 2 6 port. 3 left. 70 quid for the 12 port. 93 quid for the 18. I'm amazed there's any of those left. Not much of anything left though, really. Oh, the early bird ones are all gone. Yeah. People snap those up to 77. That is an absolute bargain to anyone who gets one of those. Right. Well, the only main issue I've seen looking at this page, the fact that they seem to be a real company, and I'm not sure why they're using Kickstarter for this. Oh, Amazon. There we go. Let's have a look. Alright, so this is obviously the original, right? That they were talking about. Hyperdrive USB-C hub. World's first USB-C hub specifically engineered for the iPad Pro. For Hyperdrive. Oh, there we go. They've got an actual storefront on Amazon. Yeah, so this is all of their first generation stuff that they're currently still selling on Amazon. So I guess the question has to be asked then. Are we happy with an established brand that has an established brand front page on Amazon using Kickstarter essentially to raise capital? Because what is to stop them just listing the Hyperdrive Gen 2 right now? They could just sell out of the original one, then supersede it with the new one. They've obviously been very successful. They obviously was first to market, as they keep claiming. I'm not going to go into checking that. But they've been successful enough with these first products to go on and make further products. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just a bit confused about this one. I mean, in the one hand, yes, it's a very, very good product. Well deserved of how much money it's raised. And it might be something I'd even consider getting. But on the same time, why is it here? They clearly know how to market a product. They clearly know how to make a good product. They've clearly been doing this for a long time, like 5 years. And you can only assume that they must have made a pretty decent profit already by now. I mean, they've got hundreds of reviews on these products. So they must have already got a pretty penny out of this. Yeah, I think that's where I'll leave this one. Good product. But I'm not sure it's on Kickstarter. Been the Hyperdrive Gen 2, and thank you for watching.